Your words can lead you down a path you don't want to go down. I talked briefly yesterday about the power of words, and I wanted to continue the thought today. Your words are powerful, and I've personally experienced how negative talk and negative internal talk can drastically change who you are. Without going into too much detail, I went down a path that I was not trying to go down, and it was because of what I was saying about myself inside my head, which is crazy that it's that powerful. And I mentioned in the video yesterday to try to be aware of that, and I'm curious if any of you have noticed the positivity or negativity coming out of your own mouth. But I realized once I was challenged with the same thought to think about my own internal dialogue, how negative it was. And I realized I was saying so many things about myself that were down and negative and painful as a way of coping with my current state of emotion, I suppose. And I realized I was saying things like, you're unattractive, or you're stupid, or you're unintelligent, or you're a failure. And that was probably the worst one. And I would never say these things out loud per se, but the internal dialogue, like I keep saying, was affecting me drastically. There's so much more I could talk about with this, but I just wanted to bring up the thought and to make you aware. Your internal dialogue can take you somewhere you don't want to go, can rework your brain in a way that you don't want, and you'll potentially either already are there or will find yourself in a place that's hard to get out of in the way you think. And so I would love to talk to anybody who's experiencing that, and I want to challenge anybody with this as I wrap it up, that the same way that negative internal dialogue and speech over yourself can lead you somewhere bad, positive can lead you somewhere so good. And that's something I'm walking through even in my personal life. I have to remind myself to throw out those negative thoughts and replace them with positive thoughts, things that are true. Because I can call myself a failure all I want, but it's not necessarily true. You almost make it true by saying it so often. And now I can tell myself, you're not a failure. You've got challenges and obstacles and stepping stones of mistakes, but I know I'm no longer, I believe I'm not a failure anymore. And I know that I can get to a place of success, especially if I can think positively. Doesn't mean there's not hard work and there's not a process to walk through, but what I speak and what I say and what I think drastically affects that.